Chai, some clubs are already destined that they must surely go for relegation this season. There is no two ways about it. Because what I'm seeing is not even up to 20 lives remaining for them to go for relegation. Why am I saying this? You know, African Cup of Nations will soon start. It's starting on the 21st of December and it's going to end on the 18th of January. But some clubs in the EPL were so much hit as a result of this African Cup of Nations. And one of them is Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton is standing on the 20th position of the league, and they have only 2 points as a result of 2 draws with minus 21. How do you expect them to survive this? They have key of their players, 2 from Zimbabwe, Marshall, that is a midfielder, and also Tawanda, that is a winger. 2 of them are going to represent Zimbabwe. And again, Emmanuel from Ivory Coast, the central defender, is also going for the African Cup of Nations. We have a Nigerian, Aroko Dari, a striker, is also going for African Cup of Nations. Now we have Jackson Tantrao from Cameroon, the winger back, is also going for African Cup of Nations. So when you have all these key 5 players going for African Cup of Nations, who is now going to represent the club that is already nosediving? Even if you sign in January, are you going to sign Tevez? Because it's only Tevez that knew that. I remember that did that kind of magic. Him alone, and even Okocha back then. He carried the weight of the club on his shoulder and helped the club to come out for relegation. Are they going to sign Tevez? Maybe they will sign another Okocha. He's coming over. And do you know the worst of it all? The games they will play within that period, they have like 7 games to play within that period, including the ones they will play. As in, players will definitely go for camp before the game starts. So the EPL game, they will play within that period. So if you count the 7 games, they have Arsenal. Arsenal is at home. They have Brentford. They have Liverpool. They have Manchester United. They have West Ham. They have Everton. And finally, Newcastle. So when you count these 7 matches, the only match you can say they might try to survive is this Brentford. And Brentford is away. Unfortunately, where are the players to play it? They have West Ham, and finally Everton. Pray for Wolverhampton Wanderers. The last time they went for relegation was 2018, and it was Espiritu Santos that brought them from Championship to EPL. That time he was carrying his white beer, white, black, very heavy beer that fits him then, that makes him look like a wolf. That was the time they came to EPL. So, but this year, I don't see them surviving EPL. It's becoming obvious. They're not the only club that was fully hit by this African Cup of Nations. We have the clubs like Crystal Palace. They have, I think, 4 of their players. They have another club like Nottingham Forest. They have 4 of their players. And the worst of it all is Sunderland. 7 players from Sunderland. But Sunderland is already sitting 6th position in the league. So if at all it affects them, it's not going to be much. Maybe they will come low, not in terms of going for relegation. It's really unfortunate for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Whenever there is play, there will be stories to tell. Bye.